After losing their heads to Red Sonja, the Four Horsemen are holding space for a familiar face. And Boomshakalaka. Bandai is dropping a one-piece NBA collab, and no, it doesn't come with an NFT. We've all suffered enough. Let the Reluctant Adult Podcast. Welcome to another episode of the Reluctant Adult Podcast. My name is Paul, and I am joined, as always, by the man who doesn't own red hair, Bill!
Hi, everyone. That's right. I don't own any red hair.
Nobody owns red hair, as you famously said on last week's show when we were talking about the big controversy of the week last week, and it carried into this week, and we have an update.
I'm glad nobody canceled us for not owning red hair, as opposed to, not owning Stolen Island. I'm glad that's not a thing.
Stolen Island? What is that?
I don't need to get into it. It's politics.
What? Epstein Island? What are we talking about?
No.
Did I miss something? I don't know. There's a lot happening.
How could you? Too much.
I don't. Stolen Island.
So much so that I have to drink tonight.
Well, we're both drinking to forget.
On a it's a Monday.
It's a Monday. Yes. I was drinking on Saturday, and I was waiting for you. You just
I crashed out. I told you, I slept the evening away. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, we didn't have
no steam. I had no steam left in this engine after Saturday night. I was like, nope, I'm done, man.
We didn't. I mean, there are not a lot of stories. There still aren't. That's why we're drinking to make it.
That's okay.
Stolen Island commonly refers to a historical account of the 1863 kidnapping of inhabitants from Ada in Tonga. Is this what you're talking about? It's a book?
No, I was talking about Billie Eilish at the Grammys.
I still don't know. What did she do?
It was just about...
What did she do?
She didn't do anything. It was... yeah.
I see. But then
it was an immigration thing.
But then... Oh, so you're like a couple we're talking about immigration. There's some other stuff happening. but then people came out and was like, your home is on ancestral land.
Right, exactly, yeah.
It's just wait a minute. It's great to speak out, but then you also have to kind of live the life, or I don't know. Whatever.
Well, let's get back on track. No one owns red hair.
No one owns red hair, but I guess you can. It's like poker. You don't have to have the winning hand, but if you have, the poker face, I don't know. What do you call that? You just bully people into doing what you want, making them think you got a better hand. So, anyways, this is gonna be a good one. This is one for the books. Last week, the big story was that the Four Horsemen showed off this. Let me see if I can find it now. It was this character. They're gonna have it at all the cons this year.
Yes.
And
called it was it a traveling exclusive?
Traveling of the Pants exclusive. This was the Legendary Warrior. This is a female sword and sorcery, which I realized was an actual term. I thought that was just like a fun little thing we were saying, but that's actually how you describe these characters. So anyways, it was originally pitched as coming with 4 portraits. 2 of the portraits have red hair. One had has blue face paint on it. So
war paint.
War paint, sure. So the four Horsemen posted that on their Instagram, and then somebody. So this is where the story. The posts have been deleted. I went back to try to get facts. The posts are gone. Yep. Either the company that owns the Red Sonja IP, or some people are saying it was Boss Fight Studios who has a Red Sonja action figure in their smaller, what are they called, Hicks or Vicks or something?
Hacks.
There it is, Hacks. I looked it up earlier today. So some people were saying that it was boss fight that was mad. Some people were saying it was the actual Red Sonja people. Yeah. Either way, Four Horsemen decided that the fight was not worth it. They announced the updated figure would not include those two red heads, so you only get the blonde and the brunette. So people were mad, but then the Horsemen dropped the price, so it's like, all right, whatever. So this week, the Horsemen, very slyly, they're not so much, they announced a Cosmic Legions, which is different from Mythic Legions. That's not confusing at all.
No.
Edge Hounders character pack, accessory pack. What? So it's not the actual figure, it's just the accessories. But the accessories is that exact head from the Warpaint head with the red hair. So I guess perfect. If you're just selling the head by itself and you're just putting it on, it looks like, sci-fi looking grunt character, I guess that's fine. You can't say Red Sonja never went to space, did she?
No.
I don't know.
At some point, so I did a little bit of a deep dive, and I can't recall correctly everything that I looked at, but it seems like Red Sonja herself aligns as an offshoot of Conan the Barbarian from the old Marvel days, also originating from the gentleman that created it, but it also has been diverged and sold off, and the rights go back to said gentleman's estate. But at some point, they belong to Dynamite Studios, and at some point, there might be a movie that was supposed to come out last year, but never did.
Oh, it never came out?
There's a lot going on.
I keep saying it on Google.
I didn't know
it never came out. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So,
I mean, maybe it did, but I don't know.
That's all well and good.
A Skinamax thing? Like,
I don't know. I just assumed it came out. Wait, now I need to see if it did, if it really did. Let's see. 2025. It says it has a date. Let me see. Watch Red Sonja. Watch. Where'd it go? Why does it? Hey, Google does this thing where it like blinks and then gives you all the ads at the top.
We should.
I don't know.
We need to reach out to our movie contact who gives us screeners. Find out if we can get Red Sonja 2025.
It says it has a year, and that year it says August 13, 2025. That was last year. So I feel like if it didn't come out, they would not be allowed to do that. But who knows? Who knows? Anyway, the most interesting part of this story is that we posted a video sort of explaining this, and I was a little more coherent at the time. So I actually did a very good job explaining it, talking about IP law and all that. So much so that I got a message in my Instagram inbox, and it says it's from Red Sonja. It had the little blue check mark. So I was like, what is this? So I'll read you the first thing that this account said. It wrote, I appreciate that extremely fair and mature podcast, and then a bunch of emojis. So my first thought was like, oh, they're being sarcastic, because usually when somebody says you're mature, they mean the exact opposite. Like, very rarely do people say that something is mature and they actually mean it, because that's just not what you say. It's usually used in like negative slang. So I responded, hey, it's the internet, so I'm not sure if that's sincere or sarcastic. And they wrote back sincere. So I was like, oh, okay. But then I was trying to think back to our video, and like you said, like no one owns red hair. But I was sort of, I guess at the end of the video, I sort of explained IP law and how you have to defend it, because you can't like take a break, because then they would look back and be like, well, you didn't do it then. So anyways, the Red Sonja account loves us. Because I guess maybe people were hating on Red Sonja because they wanted those heads in the Four Horsemen. But the funniest part of this is, the conversation continued, and I was like, oh, cool, Horseman Slayer, good job, da da da. And then they were like, well, I really appreciate it, da da da. And then they're like, I'd love to mail you a signed cosplay cover or something. And I was like, wait a minute. Cosplay of who? What's happening now? And at this point, yeah. Well, at this point, I just assume I'm talking to like some dude, and I was like, "Are you dressed up as Red Sonja?" I definitely don't want that. I don't know what kind of things the Red Sonja account has, but no, the Red Sonja, the company that owns it, it's like a husband and wife, and then the wife is doing the social media. If you go on the Red Sonja official on Instagram, you can
I think
does
she
videos
does the
talking.
cosplay as well. Does she not? Do the cosplay?
She's the cosplayer.
She's the cosplayer.
So
yes.
she was offering me cosplay of her.
She was offering you photos of her. Yes.
Oh, well, that's something, right?
I mean, everything
that's
counts.
up there. That's up there with you getting a compliment from the Red Ranger. I feel like. That's right up there. I feel like that's right up there. Because she was like, "Are you the one with glasses?" I was like, "Yes, I am."
She's replaced my top tier celebrity as my celebrity crush at this point. I've got.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's her name?
Sad.
Amelia, or that's her character name?
No, it's
Hunter Dino.
Oh, so
you like the shortcut, the haircut she got?
I got used to it. I have to say, yes. Yeah. But you know what was funny is the whole exchange, because you sent me the conversation exchange with the account, and it just reminded me of when Homer gets the phone call for Rock Bottom when he accidentally sexually harasses the babysitter, and he's like, "Yeah, I saw your report on Sasquatch. It was fair and equitable," or whatever he says.
Right. So I was just like, usually when people reach out, they're complaining about something. So it was nice. And then I didn't necessarily want the cost, because what am I gonna do with that? But I said I appreciate it.
Put it right up next to your autograph picture, little Steve.
Little Steve. That's right.
And his autograph.
Those are my 2 8x10s. Well, now I'm rethinking the whole thing.
Your little autograph collection going on.
I'm gonna tag the Red Sonja account on this video, and we'll see.
Perfect.
Maybe we can. We're gonna up the ante. You and I both need to get the signed cosplay.
We're gonna get it.
Well,
you know what?
Yeah,
let's up the ante even further. Let's get
the
Red Sonja account live for at least a 10-20 minute interview, just to talk about the cosplay aspect of Red Sonja.
We don't do interviews.
No, we don't do them anymore. Oh, because I get purse-lipped. It's right. You're right. I'm like,
what do you get? Purse-lipped? Oh, you can't talk.
Like I don't.
I understood, but I never heard that. No, it's just like, I don't think interviews work unless it's like in person. I just don't think they I've never like watched an interview with someone and been like, I want to watch more of the interviewer. Like, you only care about the interviewee, so like it doesn't really benefit us at all. But I would like, I always talked about, like last year especially, I was talking about wanting to do an interview show as like an additional show, but there's no time. So that's not on the table right now, but we'll see.
And now we got to worry about more stuff. We got to worry about more stuff. We didn't have to worry about the same stuff last week. Now we got to worry about it more.
What are you worried about? What is there to worry about? Everything's fine.
Everything.
We talked about this. We're keeping the real world out, because they're not. Listen, last year I was all about there's something we can do, or 2 years ago at this point. There's something we could do. At this point, there's nothing we could do. There's nothing.
Okay.
It's too late.
Good. All right.
Let's
just enjoy the ride then.
Just enjoy the ride.
Enjoy the ride.
Spend all your money. What are they going to do? That system's definitely going down. So anyways, let's see. What do we want to talk about next? Speaking of money, all right. Our very good friends at Yes Have Some. They don't realize it that we're good friends, but we are good friends. Someday they will realize it. They are doing their very first. We got to meet them. Maybe a toy fair.
I think once we meet them at a con, then we'll be friends. I think all of these people. I think the minute we make our convention appearance, we'll become friends with everybody.
I think so. I think you gotta like.
I think that's the.
We are much better in person.
Piece.
Yeah, I feel like you and Jacob are gonna get along great. You're talking about horror movies and Jaws. Talking about Jaws wine.
What the fuck's a Jacob? From Lost?
Jacob is one of the cast members, right? I think so.
From what?
From Yes Have Some. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
We each have like one person.
Cast members?
Yes, we are cast members on this show.
Okay. Oh.
Everyone's a cast member. People who work at Target are cast members at Target. That's just the way if you're employed by someone, you are the cast member at that place.
You're like one of those people that just sees everybody as like a Muppet, because that's your delusion.
Yes, I do. There was a great picture.
What was that? Wasn't that how
the pit?
Wasn't that how Jack McBrayer saw everybody in 30 Rock?
Is it, or they saw him as one? But I could see that.
I don't
That's
remember.
Really funny.
I remember everybody was like a puppet.
I do feel like that would make life better if you could put on glasses. Everyone, you just see them from the waist up.
Specific AI glass. I wouldn't be able to take a damn thing serious.
Oh yeah.
If you could do augmented reality glasses, if
AI is going to take our jobs, at least they can give us glasses that make everyone look like Muppets.
Everyone
it's the
a
least
Muppet.
You could do.
That would be fantastic. It's going to happen. It'll happen.
It'll happen. Hopefully they weren't working on that technology over in Saudi Arabia. But anyways, Yes Have Some is doing their first Kickstarter. They're very excited about this. They keep talking about how if this does well, they're going to quit their jobs and just do Kickstarters, which I need to understand the financials.
Is their jobs podcast?
No, they have real jobs.
Okay.
At least they did at the point where they were talking about them in the show. But the show's been on air for 10 years, so who knows what they're doing in real life now. They haven't posted this week's podcast yet. I don't listen on YouTube. I want the audio. Anyway, they're very excited about this.
Years. That's the crazy.
I know, right? It's crazy. All these shows started during the COVID though, so it's like there's lots of shows that have 6 years, but we started right before COVID, so we have like a couple months on people. So anyways, here's some pictures. These look very good. They got legit people working on these. These are like Sasquatch characters, but then they have like some parts that are different to make like additional characters. Very fun artwork here. This was the first chance people had to see the pricing. Pricing seems very fair considering these are 1/12 scale, so like the Yeti character is going to be like 7 inches.
And a crowdfunding thing. I like it.
Was
I like that? Huh? And it's a crowdfunding.
It's
option,
a crowdfunding, yeah.
That's fair for a crowdfund, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean $55. That's like a Super 7 figure, and I like just as good, if not better.
With the flyer. The only thing that they probably could do. So obviously, we see the physical picture, but we need to go a little bit further back. We need to have that person doing the drawing of it. So like,
I think you probably can't tell from your screen, but I think these are line art. I think because they started off as renders, so I think that these look more like line art than they do actual photos to me.
Okay.
So I think probably your view of them, they look more just real. But yeah,
it's very.
It looks great. It looks like straight out of KB or Child World or something.
Exactly.
Very fun.
Right. The Christmas,
here's a scale.
The Christmas toy book. Wow.
That's right. The toy book, the big book. It's big. They're big. This is the Super 7 Lion-O. Bigger than that. This is He-Man from something. I don't know. Mattel maybe. But they look great. Just a lot of fun. They were describing them. They were like talking about the line and being like, why has no one done like cryptids but like Ninja Turtles or something? And that kind of like made it click for me. I'm like, oh, okay, I get what you're doing now. You're like taking these characters, but then you're making them they're not ninjas, but they like exist in this world or whatever. So it makes more sense to me now.
I think the the woman on that is starting to script out the lore to these and give it some fleshing out the backstory of said characters. But it's exciting. It's fun. I mean, you think about Bigfoot. He's a recognizable character. Yeah, everybody knows him, and it's like there's not a lot of you go to like a mom and pop shop or like a general store, and they have all that Sasquatch paraphernalia, but they don't have action figures of Sasquatch.
Yeah.
They just have like, here is an ashtray, beef jerky. But wouldn't we want the Sasquatch from the beef jerky? I'd want it.
Right? I'd want it.
I want it.
I think I'm gonna get this. I honestly like I like the Sasquatch.
I think I think it would go good with. I think it would pair well with your Santa Claus from
yes.
From Boss Fight there.
Was that Boss Fight? Yeah. Or Fresh Monkey, so. I think. Fresh Monkey Fiction.
Fresh Monkey, you're right. Fiction. I take it back.
Yeah.
Sorry, Fresh Monkey.
I think you're right. Yeah. All the mystical characters. And then this is AI, but someone did the photo of the Ancient Aliens guy interviewing aliens.
Oh, sure.
The gray aliens. And then, just kind of like what their aliens look like. So I could see like recreating that.
Good for them.
But then I was cruising through Instagram this week and I came across something that, might be stepping on their toes a little bit. So this is
story of the year here. Is everyone stepping on each other's toes?
That's right. That's how it works in Hollywood. You have like ants and bugs, like things come out in pairs. So this is the Abominable Freakfoot. This is a toy line. They have the Yeti, like the cold looking one, and then they have the brown, like, you know, he's in the woods.
Sasquatch.
But he's funny,
right?
Because he's got short legs and he built himself stilts in the shape of that footprint.
Well, it looks like he's got tiny really feet, fun. But then like he's got tiny feet, of the larger foot. Yeah.
And he's got a leaf covering his junk. That's really fun.
Good.
They sculpted an alien into his back. So like there's lots of fun little features here. There's a squirrel up on him.
So is he not really a Bigfoot, or is he like some kind of animatronic Bigfoot?
I don't know the lore. I don't know. I feel like he's just doing the best he can with the tools he has. He's just a little-footed guy with big arms. But I don't know.
We need lore. We need lots of lore. I missed lore.
We need lore. Lore is important. Yeah. Lore is important. Yeah.
Now, card backs,
but it's just
especially
interesting.
Card backs. You need all the story on that card back.
Right. Yeah. And then the comic. It's very important that we know everything about these characters, where they were born. Anyway,
their political views are.
So it's just interesting that you have like there weren't a lot of cryptids toys, and then all of a sudden there's a bunch, or there's two at least. Boom. So and we'll see. Maybe there'll be a crossover.
Maybe
we'll see. I don't know how this one is available.
Maybe we'll do our own cryptid line, but not.
Well, I wanted to do cryptids something, but it's like crypto, like, you know, cryptocurrency. So it's like Bigfoot and, you know, like a basketball jersey or something. He's got that. He's living that bro lifestyle. So that would be my version of that. But we'll see. I'm not putting any money behind that. I'm not quitting my job to do that Kickstarter.
No, I can't.
Good luck to them.
I have to do better at my job after today because apparently I'm not doing good enough.
Ooh, did you get a performance review that says not so
I didn't
great?
get a performance review. I got to sit down in the office. It was like, do better.
Oh, no. Did you get a PIP? A performance improvement plan?
Not yet, but it will happen, I'm sure.
Oh, shit. Bill, you got to get your shit together. What's going on?
I can't. It's too tough. I'm short-handed. I don't have enough people. I don't have assistants.
You've been there too long. That's the problem. You don't have the passion.
That's true.
You gotta.
I don't. You're right. I'm burnt out. I'm that old fogey now. I'm like,
man. I mean, you've done it a long time.
It's the truth.
Was that your first job, and you're still there?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. Moving on. Let's talk about something that you'll have a lot of input on. Actually, we're going to talk about.
It can't be called the first job if you've moved up in the ranks. It can't be called that.
No, and it's also not the same company technically anymore.
Correctamundo.
That's changed. Yeah. We have a friend that. Well, no, this is too off track. We have lots of friends. One of them may still work at the job that we both started in. Him and I in not even prior to high school. I think we started. We had to get a paper signed that we could start working at 15 or something. And he might still be there. I don't know.
Amazing.
I don't know. But isn't that amazing?
It's
amazing. It paid well on the weekends. We got that differential. So anyways, we're, heads up, we're going to talk wrestling for a second. But Bill is actually going to be very important in this section because he has the horror background that we're going to need to draw
Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Is that what they change it to when they play it on TV?
On Die Hard 2, yes. It's Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
I've never seen any of the Die Hard movies. And now it's too sad because of Bruce Willis's condition. His aphasia. I can't do it.
Well, if you ignore his condition, then it's okay. If you ignore Robin Williams' suicide, you can watch Aladdin. I can't, man. So I can't.
That one hurt. I saw The Birdcage for the first time.
What do you mean the first time?
The first time.
Fantastic movie.
Okay, so The Birdcage, it's about, Robin Williams plays a gay man with Nathan Lane, who is probably actually a really gay man. But what made you want to see this movie about the gay community in Miami as a teen or whenever
I saw that
out?
movie at 15 years old.
So why? What made you want to see it?
I didn't see it in the theater.
Doesn't really
I think we just watched it. It was a bizarre set of circumstances, but it is one of the greatest movies, I have to say.
So my wife agreed with, or this is what my wife said, and I 100% agreed. I thought it would be funnier. There weren't like a ton of laughs. It was actually kind of like really sad because the son was making Robin Williams like pretend to be someone who he wasn't.
The son's a douche. Yeah,
the son is a douche, but that was like the whole plot. Like everyone had to pretend they were someone they're not.
You have to look at like Hank Azaria in as Isidore Spartacus. Fantastic in the role. Fantastic.
He was something
If you
else.
remove yourself from the general plot of the son trying to pass his family off as a straight Christian family with conservative values, it's okay. It's a fantastic movie. I love that movie.
Very good performances. I just thought I expected it to be funnier. I didn't expect it to be as heavy as it was.
Come on, it's just aspirin
what is it?
With the A and the Pirin tablets.
The very best part is the son is going to marry Callista Flockhart. No, Callista
Flockhart, Harrison Ford's wife,
and Harrison Ford's real life wife. And her dad in the movie is a senator or something. And there had just been this big scandal.
He's up for re-election, but there was also, what was it? Was it his?
They had formed this like
peer, or
they had formed
else.
This group to be like family values, but then that guy
and the head of the family values was found. He was found with, and she was like an underage black hooker or something like that.
The girl who played the hooker was the girl that joined Boy Meets World in that final season. She was Sean's girlfriend. Little fun fact there. So anyways,
nice.
The movie concludes with them at the home of Robin Williams and Nathan Lane, which is below or above this
it's a drag show.
It's a drag show.
It's a gay club
where they do drag shows. Yeah.
And they do drag shows. It's called the Birdcage. It's the Birdcage.
Called the Birdcage. Yes. There it is. So anyways, they're having this, the families meet, and so Robin Williams has a biological son with a woman, but the woman had never met him. Like she's not in the picture. So like he was raised by Robin Williams and Nathan Lane. So, but the son was like to Nathan Lane, like, you need to go. You can't be here. We can't explain who you are. But then the mom gets stuck in traffic. Nathan Lane dresses in drag.
Yep.
He's just there. And the father, Callista Flockhart's father, loves him.
Yep.
Yes,
because she puts on, because Nathan Lane puts on this like very like bizarre conservative take on everything. There's the scene with the plates. And
yes, with like the Roman like naked boys.
Oh, fantastic.
That was very funny. I see the whole movie should have been the dinner scene. Then it was very funny.
You know what? I like in that whole movie too, like an episode of Frasier. It's very, very formulaic in terms of like something happens and then somebody has to react to it that isn't necessarily used to reacting to it in that certain manner.
Right. Yeah. So that part was great. I really did enjoy that.
And then at the end, they have to escape the paparazzi.
Yeah.
By all dressing in drag.
They all dressed in drag. And then there's like, who was it? Like the mom. The mom. She dressed in drag even though she's a woman. And then people walking through were like, they were like dancing with people, and some guy was like, I've never danced with a man before, but it was the wife, it was a woman.
Neither have I. No. That's the. Wait, is it? No.
Yeah.
I can't. You've seen it more. I haven't seen it in a couple of years.
I just saw it like the other day. Yeah.
This is one of those movies. I watched this movie a lot with my mother, so my mother and I maybe were overdue for a review of the Birdcage.
Yeah, check it out again. It's very. I was very like
fantastic.
The whole
it's
political storyline.
I mean,
it's quite the movie.
It's fantastic.
It's quite the movie.
It is. It is a classic in my household. It's one of those. It's
not a laugh riot, is all I'm saying. It's
Are you
not
for
a laugh
real?
riot.
Come on.
I mean, there were funny. There were very funny parts, but it was not constant.
I guess you just had to be there. It's like watching
you
it.
had
Like
to be there.
I started
early
watching
90s
it 20
in Miami.
years ago. So I mean,
yeah,
we're talking about
20 years ago. It would have been.
This was just.
It would have been amazing. It would have been amazing. But
to just see it now, that is wild. To just see it now. I'm sorry.
Listen,
but yes, all of our listeners,
lots of things
you owe yourselves to watch the Birdcage.
Check out the Birdcage. It's like $2 on Amazon. I'll put a affiliate link here so I make some money off it. All right, we're gonna take a quick break. When we get back, something very nice and very evil. So this past Saturday at WWE Elimination Chamber, they had for the last few weeks they had this crate, this huge crate. People were trying to figure out what's in the crate. Finally, they brought the crate out. They opened it up. It was a big to-do. And out of the crate comes Danhausen. Now, we've been talking about Danhausen for a long time because even before he got signed to AEW, he was making waves. He formed a bond with Conan O'Brien. I feel like that really elevated him in terms of people knowing who he was. But he's like a B movie horror looking guy, and he's like wrestler.
He's like a
Spenguli. But he's like a comedy act. Like nobody watches him for the technical wrestling. He's like very, very strange, but he's very captivating. Like you can't look away. He's got the funny voice like this. And it's just, he's just a character, and for his, good for his career, he made friends with CM Punk in AEW, and Punk is now the champion in WWE. So Punk, I think, pulled some strings, got him into the company. So he made his big debut. He comes out of this box, and there's that immediate pop where people realize, the people that know. But I don't know that everybody knew who he was.
What was everyone expecting?
Do
you think everyone was expecting the Undertaker? Or Paul Bearer? What were they expecting?
It's I don't know, because it's a crate and it's been on TV. Who's left to bring? Everybody had their Danhausen stuff ready to go. So all of the companies that are making Danhausen product
from Topanga,
Danielle Fisher, Topanga knew, because she's got a rubber friendo. What are they called?
She does.
The Major Bendy,
big rubber wrestler.
Nope, those are different. These are the tiny ones. She has a major Bendy in the Danhausen makeup. So the Danhausen makeup is what sets him apart. People know the makeup. But did you know the origin of the Danhausen makeup is actually from Pazuzu from The Exorcist?
Pazuzu? You don't say.
Pazuzu pets, those little hamsters. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Is that what those were called? Pazuzu pets?
Wow, okay.
Is that right? I don't
think so.
Here it is. Here's Pazuzu from The Exorcist. So I've never seen The Exorcist. Another movie I haven't seen.
Okay. Again, owe yourself Birdcage and then follow up with The Exorcist, please. By all means. They pair nicely.
Do they pair nicely? Like a white and a cheese? That's good.
Yeah, exactly.
So tell me about Pazuzu. It's played by a woman, but it's like an evil spirit. So
yes,
I guess it's
Eileen Dietz,
non-binary.
Which famously she flirted with my cousin when he met her at a convention.
How old was she?
She got
at the point?
She got How
old was she at that point?
Oh, well, I mean, let's see. When was The Exorcist out? The 70s?
I don't know. 70s, 80s?
Let's just say she was 60. 60's a fair age.
Okay,
yeah, she was good. She was flirting with a 25-year-old, which was fine. But yeah, she was very interested in my cousin.
She wants those.
You meet her at a convention.
Buy another 8x10. That's what you got to do.
Pazuzu, a prominent demon in ancient Mesopotamian. It almost sounds like I'm talking like
Ghostbusters.
Exactly, right?
Absolutely. What's the book? Egon's book that we got with the proton pack?
The Tobin Spirit Guide.
Tobin Spirit Guide, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. It is known as the king of wind demons and bringer of storms, famine, and locusts.
There you go. Fun at a party.
But then all encapsulated in Linda Blair's Reagan character was Pazuzu. But
there's a fun,
again that image with the paint that doesn't occupy a lot of time in the movie itself. It's one of those situations where it's like a blink and you miss it moment.
Well, those are the best, like a jump scare.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyways, that's what Danhausen, he was a wrestler, and then I think he did like a Halloween show, and everybody had to dress up, and so he dressed up as Pazuzu, and then he just kept doing that makeup but changing it a little bit to make it his own. And the rest is history.
Well, that's
and here
good
are
to
a bunch
know,
of
because I mean, I thought
dancers.
it was more of like in line with the Svengoolie homage, but it's nice to know that it's Pazuzu. This video that you keep showing me when he comes out of the crate, it just looks like his neck is elongated, which is just bizarre to me, but I know it's the cape and the cowl behind it.
The clasp is a little lower, so it seems like his neck is very long. Yeah. So we actually have a bunch of Danhausen toys already. Jazzwares did some great ones. So now Mattel will get their chance to do Ultimate Danhausen, and I think those will do really well. His T-shirt, #1 selling T-shirt. So somebody posted.
I'd love a toy of myself. I really would. Wouldn't it be fun?
No.
The dream.
But would it just be you, or would you have to have a character? Like, would you have a wrestling character? It would look like.
I don't know if it'd have to necessarily be wrestling, but I don't want to lean on. Is it
just gonna be you in a T-shirt and jeans? Because that's not like a very fun toy.
It's not fun. No, I know. I don't know.
It's not the most fun. We got to come up with something.
I'm shallow enough to want a figure of myself still.
I don't think that's shallow.
Not one that I created, but
no, I think that is. I mean, that's my #1 thing.
Yeah,
I want to win a championship belt. Like win.
Okay.
Not just like buy, like whether it's like hot dog eating contest or however you win belts these days. And then I want an action figure of myself that's like sold in stores. Like I want to go to Target and be like, there's me, somebody buy me. I'm going to sign it.
That's
I'm gonna deface it right here.
You'd be like Jeff Probst and just go sign all the Survivor board games.
Is that what he does? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I've heard he goes to Targets and he signs the Survivor board game.
Thanks, Jeff. I guess that's cool.
Thank you, Jeff.
Whatever. Thanks,
Survivor
Jeff.
50.
There was a Danhausen, like whatever these guys are called, micro brawler, and he was dressed up like king size Homer in the Moo Moo. I don't even know why. Because Danhausen, there was like a Halloween show where Danhausen wore the Moo Moo to the ring, so they made a toy out of it. So that's fun. He's one of us. Here's the Diamond Select statue that never got released because the company went out of business. But this would have been great. This is a really fun looking statue. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. So maybe Mattel will put something out now. All right. This makes me so bad. Here we go. My wife got something in the mail from Amazon, and I looked at it on the Ring camera, and I was like, oh, that's a box. That's good. I can use that for eBay. That's like a fine shape for a box. But then I go and get it, and it's not a box at all. It's just like box shaped, but it's like made of bag material. Like,
oh my god,
is the worst. I can't reuse this for eBay. That's
was
terrible.
There a box in it? No.
I think, this was it. This was how it was shipped.
eBay users and buyers have a higher standard in terms of boxes. That's not fair.
But all of the majority of the boxes that I reuse for eBay come from Amazon. So if Amazon is switching to this bag technology, that's like, what am I gonna do? Where am I gonna get my boxes from? I'm
you're screwed.
Everybody's screwed. Everything's gonna come in toaster strudel boxes or whatever, Eggo boxes now.
Nice.
This is not okay. We got enough going on.
No, it's not.
Can't have that. This is weird. Okay. So Toy Story 5 is coming out. That's a crazy sentence. Actually, before we even talk about this, there was some official graphic release this week that showed the characters, and I think it gave them last names, or for whatever reason, people now believe that Woody and Jessie are brother and sister.
No.
How do you feel about that? Woody and Jessie are brother and sister.
I don't. I feel like they are... colleagues first.
Because it was a show.
Exactly.
Bullseye's not their relative. Like that's not how that works.
Right.
They were just on the Woody's Roundup gang together.
They canceled the Prospector.
Yes, he imagine he comes back. They still got Kelsey Grammer doing it. No. That's all I got to say on that. Oh. So, okay. So, Toy Story 5 coming out. They're going to make toys. They're going to make a lot of toys. Yeah. In the past, they've done this Toy Story signature collection, which is like the best possible version of the characters, the most accurate to the movie. The packaging looks like Buzz looks like he comes in a spaceship. Very good. They were even sold at Target the last run or the time before. But now in the downtime, the off years, they're hard to find. So you go to eBay, they're worth a lot of money. So obviously people hoping that they come out with new versions of the signature collection for the new movie, but I don't know if it's going to happen because the new thing Mattel is doing is this ultimate action Buzz and Woody, and they have moving eyes and mouths and they interact, but they look horrifying. They don't look like the characters
once you start screwing around with the eyes, that's when you have a problem. I'm telling you, the eyes, leave them alone. They should be static. They should be the less life. Like, oh my God, Riker Webb just shows up.
There, it just looks like him.
Poor Riker Webb. I swear to God, something happened to that kid in the woods while he was missing.
Yeah.
Jesus. You sent me that image, and right away I was like, that looks like that viral image of that poor kid that was lost in the woods for 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was done. And then the less said about Buzz Lightyear, the better, because I thought he had a chromosomal defect.
Yeah, it's not good.
No, it's not. Don't
because they've done so many.
They're toys. First of all, they don't need to be hyper realistic. They don't need to emote that much.
It would be fine if it was done well, but it's not done well.
Sure.
It's done poorly. So it's like, stop. Just put the other head back on there. They've done so many Buzz Lightyears. The signature collection one is good, but it's not like the perfect. Like I wouldn't choose that head sculpt. Like he has to have, like his eyes are like half closed. People on eBay do custom heads. They look amazing. Like it can be done. The companies just are choosing not to do it. Like I still feel like there is a better Buzz to be made. Like I feel like Blockies could do a good job using their technology.
A neutral face. It doesn't need this stupid ass grin attached to it.
Well, give it like, because like the toy Buzz in the movie and the toy Woody in the movie, they have like sort of this unfocused eyeball look, and that makes them look very like a toy. So I feel like we've never seen that represented as a toy. Like they always try to make it look like when they're alive, which I understand. But I feel like you need to give us the toy head. I feel like that's something that we haven't seen before. And that might be a little off-putting as well.
Now, last week you talked about, being excited enough for your son to be able to experience a Toy Story movie in the theater. Yeah. Has your other son ever experienced, like, he would have been, Toy Story 4 would have been the movie to see?
No,
none of them. Did he see it in the theater, or did he not?
The oldest son saw the Lightyear movie, but not the Toy Story movie.
Fuck that.
And he didn't even care for it.
No, of course not.
The older son doesn't care.
It's too up in the head for that one. Yeah. All right.
The older son doesn't care about Toy Story right
my
now.
oldest kid saw Toy Story 4 in the theater. She probably was like 3 at the time. My son wasn't born yet, so we gotta go see this one. Like you said, you gotta see a Toy Story movie.
I don't even think we've watched the first 3. Like
no?
We'll put it on, but we never get far at all. So like my youngest kid, he loves the Buzz Lightyear toy. Like he's always carrying. I have one that like the foot broke off, and he's always carrying it around. And I have the Lightyear, like not quite shampoo bottle figures, but those like larger ones that they did that I thought were great. And he was always playing with those too, because they have the one that does like the steam coming out of it. So he loves the character, but he doesn't even know the movies, which I think is funny. But like Buzz Lightyear is like such a great character design. Like it's just so perfect, so great as a toy. And I was looking back at those because the first company to do Toy Story toys was not Treadmasters. What was it? It was another company that I don't think exists anymore. And I have some of those, like the Buzz Lightyear figures were good, and they had like real die-cast metal on them. Like they were heavy. Some of those are great. And they did a bunch of different versions of Buzz. Like different colors. Like they did so many Buzz colors and different combinations and stuff. Like that's a really fun time. Like thinking back, like Burger King, I think, did the puppets and like the toys and the kids meal, or maybe it was McDonald's. Like that, it was just great. It was great to see Toy Story in theaters, and then the second one was fine. The third one was amazing, but we were older by then.
We were. It was good to cry. I knew my wife by then. That's the craziest part.
Oh wow!
The craziest part is I saw that fucking movie with my wife.
I think I did,
and we
too.
were dating. No, you had to have seen it with your girlfriend, who was your wife now.
Who is my wife now?
Craziness.
Time.
Goddamn crazy.
Time is crazy. Yeah.
I remember I shed a tear in that movie.
The third one? Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. That was sad as fuck.
100%.
They were going to die.
It was.
They were going to die.
They were going to die.
And I was like, this is fine. This is like this would have been perfect. But then the claw machine saves them. And I was like, even better. They get to live another day.
All right. Let's get into a little bit of, let's get real quick.
Yeah.
Let's go off your script. Let's talk a little douchebaggery on my.
Whoa. All right.
Let's get a little crazy here.
Here we go.
Goodwill hacks, man.
Yeah.
All right, you ready? So I've had these for a couple weeks now. But do you know how to hack Goodwill?
No, I don't go anymore because I have the bin store.
Oh, you've got the bin store. All right. So fair enough. So at least in my Goodwill, this is the best thing. Mm-hmm. So I like to decorate cheap. I like to buy my toys, but I like to decorate cheap in the house.
Sure.
So I buy clearance plants. Mm-hmm. I buy furniture on the cheap. But I also like fixtures on the cheap. So we talk about lamps. So I got a lamp here, right?
Look at a lamp. Did you rub it? See
so
what
I paid.
Comes out?
Right. So my Goodwill is, I've told everybody in the past, my Goodwill is run by a woman who she will literally price everything to the max. So I paid full price for this lamp. Yeah. Now, how do you think this lamp was donated with a shade? Or do you think this lamp was donated like this?
I feel like it would come with a shade. I feel like
it would, right?
Yeah.
So this lamp was nicely donated with a shade. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So when you go to Goodwill, always pick out a shade and then put it on, and then at checkout,
your favorite
because
shade.
my Goodwill prices the shades separately,
what the
which is absurd.
That's
so
absurd.
always at checkout, make sure you attach the lampshade.
Mm-hmm. Does it fit?
And then check out like that. And they won't charge you for the lampshade. They'll just charge you for said lamp.
Hey. What if you...
Right.
What if instead of a lamp shade, you put like something else really expensive on there? And be like, this is just a shade.
Well, let's say it's a toy. All right? Let's get into a toy. All right? So here's the large bluey house, right?
Yeah. Currently the largest. There is a larger one coming.
Yes, there is a larger one on its way. So this large bluey house was $5, right?
That's great.
However, and it was taped shut. Somebody who owned it graciously taped it shut with a couple of accessories in it. I did, however, find a bag of characters.
Hey,
and accessories in it.
Right.
I then took the bag of accessories and stuffed it in here.
Yeah.
To make it look like it was all one piece.
Well, it should be.
It should be, right? It was donated. It was donated as one piece. It should be sold as one piece.
It should be. It should be.
It should be.
You did nothing wrong here.
I did nothing wrong.
No.
Here's the worst part about it all. I go on Tuesdays. Tuesday is senior discount day, so I always bring my mom, who is a senior at this point.
Perfect.
God love her. And she gets a 20% discount.
That's a lot of percent.
I give her my card I give her my credit card, and she pays for it. I have a senior discount. So she gets the whole thing. Rather than the $5, she gets it for $4.10.
There you go.
Again, it was free.
Can't beat it.
Goodwill is a for-profit company, everybody. It's not like they have the best intentions in mind. No. They might donate a percentage.
Are there any actual charities anymore? Because there's like that cancer one, but then they spend all their money on like salaries and stuff. Like, are there any actual
I don't know.
Good?
It's like looking at any of them. Like,
is there any good people?
There's a long list. There is definitely a long list of like, here's the breakdown. This is how much of your money is going towards.
I feel like everyone that has a nonprofit has it just as like a tax.
Yeah. It's best. Honestly, it's best to donate locally. It's best to donate food. It's best to donate clothing, as long as you know that it is local within your community. That is where it needs to go. You don't want to donate to Planet Aid because it's just going to land up in Closed Mountain in Africa. You don't want to donate to Salvation Army because it's going wherever the hell. Just donate locally, all right?
Go to other countries we don't care about.
Right. I don't even donate for free on like Marketplace because I always worry that someone's going to like go through and go like, I'm going to sell this now at this point. You know, anytime you give something away for free,
that's true.
And the person picks it up, they're always going to be just like, "Oh."
Yeah. Well, I have a story about that.
Damn.
So this past Christmas, my oldest son got one of those like the hatching dinosaur from the egg that's like very realistic.
Yes.
He got that for his birthday. He picked that out because we went to Disney and he didn't find anything he wanted. We said you could get something. So he ended up getting that at Target on the way home. But then his grandmother got him and the little kid the same toy, but like from Amazon, so the UPC was different, so we couldn't like return it, you know, to anywhere other than Amazon. So the grandmother was like, just keep it, you know, do whatever. So rather than just give these kids the same toy, my wife posted up on the like the free Facebook group, and she sort of vetted the people to make sure like they were legit. So she ended up giving this toy to two different families, and they were very happy, and I thought that was very nice. I think that's the way to do it. So you have to do a little bit of legwork to make sure these are legit people and not, like you said, they're just someone looking to flip it.
Right. I won't donate to Goodwill because, you know what, you hear stories at this point of people, say like the physical media people, that will go into the bin stores and they will just physically take all of the books and DVDs and take them out and scan them and then put them back in as they're not for profit for themselves.
Yeah.
Tough.
There's someone that works at Goodwill now, and their job is to collect things that are worth more and pull those off the floor and so they can put them on
legitimately
the Goodwill websites.
I heard the manager of my local Goodwill say, no, that's going to the eBay store. And it's like, okay.
I think I was hearing that they're like required to send like X number of things, so like they have to do it. It's like it's not like an option. It's like this is part of their business model now.
Well, like my local has a legitimate page. It is the Goodwill of like northern New England at this point. Yeah, that's their eBay store, and most of the time it's mostly Pokemon cards at this time.
But my god, people are donating Pokemon cards.
Right.
Like,
but it's like, you know, it's just like, it seems like it's, as soon as you crack that code and you realize that Goodwill isn't a great place and like there's like a seedy underbelly to it.
It's like any company though. It's all about profit. Like they have a board. Like
they do.
When we donate to Goodwill, it's just stuff that we don't want. So it's like either the trash or Goodwill. So like at least someone gets to have it if they want it, and if not, Goodwill just throws it away. But yeah, Goodwill not great. Nothing's great. If you know something that's good, so if you know a person or company that's good, let us know.
Hack the Goodwill system, whether it be a lamp,
take them down a notch,
or a damn bluey house. We're gonna take down
Goodwill one lamp at a time.
One lamp at a time. Now I only need a 41-inch table to put it behind my sectional couch.
There you go.
I put enough money into Goodwill, trust me. All right, I do enough to pay for the salaries of the employees.
You've personally paid for at least a couple of.
I'm there at least once a week. I don't know. You got your bin store, but it seems like I used to go the bin store for you.
There was like a stretch. There was a stretch I was going multiple times a week. And
I still like it. I still like going. You wind up with something. It's fun. It's like the yard sale in the off season. You might find something, you might not. I don't know. I mean, you don't have winter down there, so it is what it is.
Hey, it was cold. There was
Do you have yard? Cold. But you have yard sales. You can have a yard sale whenever you want.
In theory, I see the signs for yard sales, but I've never seen one in person. I don't know that. I feel like
we only have yard sales like 6 months out of the year.
But that's enough.
Up here.
You don't.
I know it's plenty.
Collecting
it's
more
great.
stuff.
Yard sales coming. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yard sale season. Yard sailing season. You have flea markets. We don't have that anymore. They closed down that good one.
Oh damn! Yeah, my parents keep going. They love them.
But we do have the bins. The bins were bad this week because it was liquidation week, so it was like special pricing. So it's Saturday, instead of being $25 was $7, and then I think it went down $1. It will go down $1 every day, but it's nothing. It's like it really is like the worst of the worst stuff this week. So it's like nothing is worth $7.
That's been hanging around.
Yeah, I think so. They pushed it all to this one store. So I'm still gonna go when I can, but I went twice already this week.
Fun.
It was all trash. Yeah. It's so much fun, and it's like you never know because they're unloading new stuff all the time.
Lucky.
There were
lucky to have one. You're lucky to have one within the vicinity of you that you don't have to go out of your way to get there.
I feel very fortunate. I do feel very fortunate to have one. But my youngest kid is obsessed with it now, and he always wants to go and buy something.
So good. Well, it's a bonding experience at that point.
Yeah, but he's like, he just wants to get something. That's the thing I can't. I gotta hammer into them. It's like you don't just need something. You need to be looking for something. Like when we were kids, we're like, we gotta find the next Star Wars. We gotta find the next figure in the series. Like they just want something to get something. Like that's not good.
No, but we kind of forget that age. Like they're at that age where we just wanted something. We were right there. We were. You think
we were like that too? We just wanted something.
100%. 100%. I think back at the time and be like, you know what? My mom had 2 other kids and me, and I was thinking about it today. I was like, there was a reason why when my mom went to Kmart, she would have my dad and the 3 of us in the car, because it was like she realized she could shop for herself and not necessarily bring the kids in who wanted something at any given point in time. She figured it out.
The Kmart hack.
Yes.
There you go. Yeah.
But with us, it's like, why not? Okay. You want something? Sure thing.
My wife will not go into Target with the kids anymore. She cannot.
No,
she does
right?
Not want to
so,
deal with
the kids ruined it. The kids ruined Target for the kids.
The kids ruined it. The older kid is finally mature enough, but he's saving his money. So that's his game. But the little one, he just wants something. He doesn't care what it is.
Yeah,
you gotta care what it is. You gotta care what it is.
Shit, Dad, give me this. I don't care.
I just want it. And then I got him one thing, and he was like, "But this isn't fun enough." I was like, "Well, then why are we buying it?" He's like, "I still want it." I was like, "You're giving me mixed signals here. I don't know what to do with you. You are not grateful." we have way too much stuff.
It's like when Christmas is over and 10 minutes and you're like, damn it, these kids didn't appreciate anything. And it's like,
Christmas never ended because the bin store came into our lives immediately after Christmas. So it's just been a constant Christmas. It's been the longest Hanukkah Christmas ever. Every week, constant Christmas. Every
Just
week
because.
we're waiting.
Just
The
because.
weekend is toys. The weekend means toys to these kids. For like a month, like, every day I pick him up at daycare, and he'd be like, "Did you get me a toy?" And I was like, "No, I just came from work. They don't sell toys at my work. I don't work at Toys R Us."
Damn.
I wish I did. I was thinking about that today. Like, I was thinking about the jobs I had as a kid, and I was like, why didn't I work at a store that sold toys so I would have like the inside track? Like, why didn't I think to do that?
You're probably
why didn't we
better
do
off
that
at this point?
I don't
You're
know.
probably
I feel
better
like
off
that would have
'cause
been
all of
fun.
them closed. You're good. I think you're good.
Well, I don't think I would have still been working there,
Okay.
at Toys R Us, maybe a Child World, but I would have been too young at that point. But I was just like, why did I work at these places I worked? I could have worked anywhere. Like, I never thought of it as like, you can just go apply to workplaces. I was like,
that's true. You
it's
could
like a
have been
vampire. It's like, I need to be invited in.
Around the things that I never thought about working at Toys R Us.
No, isn't that weird?
I'm kind of in retrospect. I'm happy because it would have been like,
I don't know. I feel like it would have been fine. I mean, it was kind of far, but I don't know.
true. But you could have been like,
Walmart or
oh, damn. Could you imagine being like on like the end game of Toys R Us and being like, oh yeah, we're closing.
The very end. I don't know what that's like. You stayed to the last day. That's sad. Anyways, let's see. All right,
There's
big
there's
news.
so much more to talk about. Hunter
Big news.
Dino.
The first video we did about armor sores, we mentioned Hunter Dino, and that's the one where she like responded, and she was like, she wants to do the interview, but we never followed up because that's what we do.
I mean, still to this day, if she wants to talk to my children with me in the background, by all means. By all means.
There's probably a better way to say that, but that's okay. Someday we'll make it happen.
Well, I mean, I need to supervise,
show.
make sure any technical issues come up.
Well,
That's
of course.
That's what I mean.
No, 100%. Yeah. We have to be the ones to make sure. So anyway, speaking of dinosaurs,
she's too busy
toys,
rodeoing. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Rodeoing.
Rodeoing.
She's riding the horsies, right? That's her new thing?
Yeah. She's big into that.
It seems like it's a very girl thing to do, the horses.
Oh,
Men don't like
horses. She's a very attractive woman.
And that's the club. Yeah, well, she's an actress. That's kind
I
of
appreciate her. That's all I have to say. She's a very attractive woman.
Be actors. Yeah, that's good. 100%. We'll move on for your sake.
Okay. Yeah. Edit that.
Armor stores. Armor stores. We've been talking about these guys. We're trying our best to get some samples of these, but the toys at least are finally available to buy. They went up on Walmart. Actually, Target now on the Target app has a special 5 or 6 pack of just the pilots. They're called pilots. They're not rangers. They're pilots. So, but the main course here are the dinosaurs. So they have 3 dinosaurs. They have a T-Rex, a Triceratops, and a Velociraptor. The T-Rex and the Triceratops are like $45, and then the Velociraptor is less. He is 27-ish, around there. Yeah. So, they have their dinosaur toys, but then they come with armor. So I think they look really fun. I really do want to get my hands on these and see what the playability is like. But they look like they're a lot of fun. And then I guess they're in scale with the pilot figures, which the pilot figures are only $10. And then the
pilot figures reminded me of Zevos a lot.
Oh, I could
really
see it.
Did.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. And
you
they have these interchangeable
you sent me an image earlier
bits
with the sprue and everything, but yeah, they really look like Zevos.
They have that sort of aesthetic. Yeah, I can definitely see that. So there's a special set that Target has. It's a big set, and it's less than $10 per figure. So check that out. Hopefully someday.
Who's the bad
we'll be
guy?
able to review these.
Who's the bad guy? It's just like the dinosaurs show up, and then they're like, let's put some armor on these armorsaurs.
There's this guy here. This guy here in the black, and he's like a human. And he's the only person that has a practical suit. Everyone else is just CGI. He's the only one that gets a practical suit. I actually don't. I was trying to think of this the other day. I don't know that the like CGI pilots ever fight. Like they have like unmorphed fights. I distinctly remember.
I heard
one.
that they're fully CGI, correct? Like there's no.
Yeah, I've said that several
suit.
times.
Yes.
I've tried to hammer that home. That's all CGI. There's no practical suits.
And then
like the clones.
One who was like he takes his mask off, and then he's not the CGI suit.
No, they don't do that. Oh, that's the villain though. The villain is a practical.
Oh, the villain. Okay.
Villain gets to be practical because he has a fight with just the humans, unpiloted.
But why is he the bad guy? What's going on here in this story?
So the story is that there's this like the Armor Sword program has had like multiple iterations of pilots, and the villain is like one of the original participants in the program. So like he either went bad or he didn't like what they were doing. But then there's like this alien character who's all CGI, and he is fighting somebody. I kind of lost the thread along the way because the kid kept watching him and I wasn't like in the room with him.
Yeah.
So there's like stuff. I don't know. I kind of want to give it another watch.
Who's producing these?
So it's made by the company that does the
Ninjombies.
Ninjombies. Was it something MA? What is it called?
It's MGA.
TMA?
Okay, so MGA needs to reach out to us and send us some samples so we can talk these up.
I've been trying to. I made a contact because somebody responded to the video saying that he worked on Power Rangers and he worked on this. So I was like,
number one podcast excluding
number one action
major
podcast
wrestling celebrity. We do not have a WWE
we are
superstar. The number one toy podcast staff. In the world.
We are statistically, numerically,
yes.
Oh, speaking of that, please leave more reviews. I really feel like that was helping the algorithm put our show up higher. So leave more Apple reviews. Apple Podcast.
We need to move past the gentleman that has long driving. As much as I appreciate the gentleman who has long driving time and he listens to our podcast, which thank you for listening to our podcast. Oh, the last
review? Yeah.
Yes.
I know, it was like 2 months ago. I keep checking
It's not hard to do, everybody. It's very simple to do.
It is very easy to leave a review.
Leave a review. Even say it's a great toy show.
We know there are more
I am
people
literally surrounded by toys. Reviews. My wife is literally going to leave me soon because of toys. When she finds out how many toys I have.
When she hears the Hunter Dino portion of this show, she's definitely going to leave
Hunter
you.
Dino. I do.
I'm going to have to edit this a little bit.
No, you don't have to edit. She doesn't listen to the show. I just I appreciate her so much.
Appreciate her.
She's so great.
Her acting. She's great.
No. Not even the acting.
Now you're sounding too much like the comments in the video.
I do. I need to step back. I need to step back from that guy. No. She is.
You don't want to be lumped in.
She puts the work in. She really does.
She deserves
stand on business. She stands on business. Hunter Dino needs to. Yes, she does.
What is
stands
that?
On business.
Who said that?
I don't know. I was at Five Below and I found a shirt that said that, and I gave it to my daughter because my daughter stands on business. Yeah. So,
okay, I don't even know what it means. I think that was from the current Love Is Blind. Somebody kept saying that. I was like, I don't know what that means.
It means
pull yourself up from your
charge. You are in charge.
You're in charge. You know who's in charge of the ninja portion of Cobra? That would be Storm Shadow. You think he's the only one? And they're doing this Ninja Turtles G.I. Joe crossover in the final year of Playmates. And look at this collector's edition Toxic Slash Mutant Force. I don't even know what this is. This looks like a fancy version.
In the dark. 100%.
You think it glows in the dark? His skin? Yeah. It looks great. This is very fun. Is this going to be like a San Diego Comic-Con? Doesn't say it though. It doesn't say it anywhere. But it looks great.
Toxic Slash.
The pants look so like I don't know if I think they're sculpted, but they look like soft goods the way they're so like the wrinkles are in there. It looks very nice.
2027 is going to be phenomenal to find out what
That's next year.
What the TMNT IP looks like in terms of
from Mattel.
dispersion. Yes, Mattel.
Like if the other companies,
like how it's gonna break down. It's anybody's guessing game. I'm telling you.
I feel like NECA has done enough. Like there's
100%.
Other than the 2012 like the Nick series. That's the only thing that they haven't really got to explore. Other than that, like cartoon line is done, movie line is done.
Mirage
the Archie
line
is never really
Archie
took
line
off.
is just kind of like it's there.
It's not a big deal to anyone. So yeah, I feel like NECA could really wrap this up. And then who else is making stuff? McFarlane? I don't know anyone that cares about those. I saw the Rocksteady and Bebop. They're pretty large, but still, it's just like made up. I think. I don't think it's actually from.
Are we ever going to get the Jim Henson inspired Rocksteady and Bebop?
No chance. There's no chance.
No?
There's no chance. Those have been... I'm surprised they even showed those. Like, I don't know what the thought process was there. Because, like, clearly they don't want us to remember those.
They're right up there with the April arcade cabinet.
Oh, yes! And they have, like...
We're coming
Judith
into
Hogue
April.
Promoting it.
April's always been a big month for April.
April. It's coming next month. We're in March now. That's crazy.
We're marching on.
Ides of March. March 4th. That's 2 days from... Tomorrow is the 3rd. Or today, when you hear this, you'll hear it on the 3rd.
Much
Hopefully
apologies to everybody who waits for the drop. Paul does such a great job in making sure...
It's fine. I'm like
we have one listener who always looks forward to Monday. We are so sorry. Life happens.
Well, no, they do. The show does well on the first day. There's like people that have the automatic download set because you'll see like I posted like some random time last week and like immediately there was like 100 downloads. So I was like, okay, people just have it like automatically set. But then
I'm so grateful to that. I'm so grateful to that because it's like, there's other things to listen to. But at the same time, you're listening to us, which is so much appreciated. It's so fun. We do this unscripted. We just have a good time. We're lifelong friends. So it's like, yes, capture that.
Yes. I know. No one else can replicate that. No one else. Nobody else. They've tried. No one has succeeded. No. Hey, this next show, which will probably premiere on Monday, we're gonna have an unboxing or something for what's it called? Pirate One Piece.
It's called One Piece.
We're gonna have at least Bill. Hopefully me too. We're gonna unbox some stuff that the people from Moose graciously sent over.
Our friends at Moose, we love them.
Thank you so friends. Much. We love Moose. We love Bluey. We love all that stuff.
You know why? Jiu-jitsu. It's that box. It's that big box on the stairs that my wife sees, and she says, "You know what? Your husband got that for free, so I don't have to worry about him spending money."
We didn't spend any money on it.
Yep.
We just we're paying with our airwaves. That's the best way to do it. So anyways, another company does One Piece toys, Bandai's SH Fig Arts, and they're doing this collab with the NBA, and they got a bunch of figures coming out. That I'm trying to find the group photo. This is just the Lakers.
Everybody's trying to one up the starting lineup. It seems like.
Well, it's so funny. It's like the NBA must have been like, hey, why aren't we making toys anymore? And then it's like, just go find some other companies to do it. So McFarlane's doing it, and now One Piece.
Look at this. Well, honestly, look at this. It's One Piece.
Yeah.
But you also have the hoop. So it's essentially the same lineup. It's the same lineup that
is it the same
Hasbro
characters?
Tried to do.
There's definitely the Celtics
with their starting lineup wave, but now they're doing it with One Piece.
That's really funny. It's the same exact characters. So it's the same guy in all the uniforms. What's his name? Monkey? Luffy? Straw hats.
Monkey a Luffy or something like that. Yeah.
I'm going to have to watch some of it. But this is a great figure. It's very articulated, so you can get lots of different poses in there. And it's just him. Here's the hoop. Like, it looks fantastic. I don't know the
hoop looks great
on these. I don't know if the floor is just cardboard. It's like a
three-pointer
right. It looks great. I think it looks so fancy.
It does.
I think this is a
right
really
there.
fun idea. It's also funny he's not wearing sneakers. He just got the sandals. It's like, that's not regulation. Yep. What's the significance of the number on the jersey? It's 4 digits. Is there significance to that?
Are you asking me like I know what a One Piece is? I have no clue.
What's a One Piece? The bathing suit?
No,
I think this is a
One Piece,
fun idea.
I think they're essentially looking for the treasure that is the One Piece in the anime. But the anime is like thousands of episodes long now at this point. It's crazy.
Oh my god. They haven't found it yet? They haven't found that One Piece?
You're better off watching the Netflix series. Yeah, the Netflix
Why can his
series.
arms stretch?
So.
Is it live action?
Yes.
Is there a live action version?
Yeah, on Netflix at least it is.
I do want to. I'll watch that. But I think this is very smart to take a character and put him in the jersey of a sports team. Like, I could see an Iron Man. They did Valentine's Iron Man.
Right.
Why not do all of Iron Man wearing jerseys?
Of course. You know why? Because you know why? There's no trademark on shoes. There's no trademark on the jersey. There's only the character himself. Like you said, he can be in any form factor, but he can be the character, and he can just actualize the colorways of the team.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think those were good words. I'm not sure.
You're right.
But
You're right. They were good words.
Those were good words.
They were good words.
So I'd love to have these. I would love to have these too. I think these would be a lot of fun and a lot of posing.
Could you imagine
stuff,
if SH Figure Arts reached out to us and they were like, "Yeah, we'd like to send you some samples."
Oh,
I think
I could see
make it.
that. I think we are the #1 SH Figure Arts podcast. I think they know where their
At this point, yeah.
I know where their butter is breaded. they gotta find us. Oh, it seems so long ago we were talking about Red Sonja, and now we're all the way.
I love Red Sonja.
An hour and 20 minutes later.
Send me some cosplay. Send me some cosplay photos.
Send us.
I love
now that I know, I thought it was just like some
it.
random cosplay. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. But then it's like, you're offering to send me a cosplay of yourself? Okay, I guess that's different.
Yes.
That feels a little more personal.
Please.
That's fine.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Should we
it was
mention
a sign cosplay?
With side,
Yes,
like the chainmail bikini she wore.
This is part of it. Yeah, let's talk about my kids.
You built Nimrod
So,
in the snow. So this is Nimrod from X-Men. If you're not familiar,
all right. Let's backtrack a little bit. All right, so
he's like the Sentinel.
You live in
builder.
Florida. I live in the same place that I've always lived in. So the Northeast.
Yep.
So we've had a historic amount of snow this year. And with a historic amount of snow, we have to deal with where do we put it? But my parents have made a creation of a snow fort. Now, I don't know if you grew up with snow forts where you just create a pile of snow and you tunnel through it.
Not so much.
Did you ever do that as a kid?
We were... I mean, a little bit, not very much. We were pretty lazy.
So I have memories of, just piling on the snow, and then you just make a tunnel and you crawl through it. My kids take it to the extreme. They have multiple entryways to this tunnel, and then my parents, because it's on their property, have illuminated said tunnel. And they had it in pink with their LED lights, and you said... Oh, it looks like Nimrod from Marvel. It does. Nimrod. Right.
Who was Nimrod in the comics? What's
Nimrod was a futuristic sentinel that went to take on... Okay. At this point, I think it was... They went to take on Professor X as like...
Why was he called that?
Student?
Why is he called Nimrod? That's not... I don't know. Like, you stupid robot, you named yourself something
Nimrod, you piece of shit.
Here's my smart robot.
Nimrod.
His name is Asshole. Why? So stupid. And then here's just a toy on the shelf at GameStop, and it says Nimrod on it. I was like, all right.
Nimrod.
Dumbass.
Is that the best Nimrod you can get? I think at this point.
This is the best Nimrod on the market, I think.
Oh, fair enough.
It comes with 2 heads.
Oh, good.
Nimrod with 2 heads.
One of them is a pile of snow.
One of them is snow.
My kids don't even give a shit. They're like, whatever.
Why would they? They wouldn't. They don't get it.
So like tonight, like I was like having fun. I was like, let's go in the. It's scary as fuck to go into a snow tunnel.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, I'm claustrophobic all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's cold. It's gonna collapse on you.
No, I was like, oh my god, and then my kids were on top of it. I was like, get off of the snow. Oh, damn.
Very fun.
This is the best show.
This is a pretty good one.
Oh, it's the best.
All right.
I also drank my whole bottle. This was 2 bottles of wine.
That was a big...
It's gone.
Bottle.
It's gone. Fuck yeah.
I need to have a backup. I only had the 1 drink. I need a backup.
Oh, no kidding. I drank like enough for like 6 people.
I know. You're gonna... Good luck for you. Are you working tomorrow? Your review is not going to be any better.
I'm off tomorrow. Fuck them.
There you go. Final story.
It's gone.
The night. All of it gone. Go get another.
There we go.
The headline.
No broken glass.
No broken glass. You got to save your Batman mug.
I put it down on the ground. It's good. It's good.
Max Landis, whose career imploded during #MeToo, returns with G.I. Joe movie at Paramount. So apparently, Max Landis, who did that Netflix cop like fairy tale movie with Will Smith that I actually liked, but no one else did.
No, well, he famously did. He famously did World War Z as well.
He did World War Z. Oh, I didn't know that.
Not the movie, but the book.
He wrote the book? That's crazy.
Yes. He really had a falling out with the Me Too movement. Yeah.
Yes, because he's not a good guy because his father was the ultimate helicopter parent. So anyways, the headline continues. At the same time, Danny McBride is also writing a separate G.I. Joe script, and the company plans to merge the two into one cohesive movie, which does not sound like the best of plans, but also I don't know that now is a good time to make a G.I. Joe movie. I feel like the moment has passed. I feel like you had up until about a week ago to do it, and now it's too late.
Right.
I don't think the appetite is there for our G.I. Joe movie. But you had all this time. You could have done it. We had plenty of time.
Yeah.
That's on you. That's honestly on you.
Well,
I want to know
movies,
what the next Transformers.
Let's talk real quick about movies because it was released this week that Gremlins. Did you see that news about Gremlins?
Is it bad news? Is it good news?
No, it's great news. It's great news.
Okay, good. All right.
That archival footage has been found that creates a 3-hour supercut of the original Gremlins movie.
The first one? Oh. That's interesting.
The first one.
I would like them to do a special edition of the first one where they CGI Gizmo so he looks like the Gizmo from Gremlins 2, because that is my much preferred. I do not like Gremlins 1 Gizmo. He is ugly.
Oh, sure.
Gremlins 2 Gizmo is my Hunter Dino.
I love Hunter Dino
He is most
so
beautiful
much.
Mogwai.
Damn it. If you ever notice on our Instagram, if Hunter Dino's stories have already been filled, it's because I've already viewed them. I love. She is perfection to me. Oh my goodness.
Have you watched all of the Power Rangers with her, or you just prefer her Instagram post?
I have. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. She is just an incredible person. I appreciate her because she puts in the work. I really do.
Yeah. She's out there trying to make it big. Sure.
Yes.
doing her
No, she does.
modeling or whatever.
If she ever really wants to interview with my kids will be more than willing. I will hide upstairs and my wife will partake, and that way she'll manage the computer and all that stuff. And I will just hide. But if she ever wants to be interviewed with the children about how influential she was to the powers of women and etc.
So on. Well, I don't know how she's gonna turn down that offer. I mean,
I hope she doesn't.
I think that I'm not even sure what that offer was, but I think that's great.
It was just have an interview with my child, basically.
I think that's good for tonight. I think
really? Did we go through everything?
I feel like that was good. That was a lot
went through
more.
The hacks.
Yeah,
I can't think of anything. Toys are so expensive. God damn it! I can't.
It's about to get a lot worse. It's gonna get a lot worse. Now is probably not the best time to start a Kickstarter, because by the time you get to the manufacturing stage, those prices are gonna be a little bit more. Oh, what's that? The supply of oil has dropped dramatically. Oh well, oil's not important for plastic, right? Okay, that's fine, no problem.
All right, I'll just appreciate what I have.
That's just a good in life in general.
Here.
It's just a good.
There's so much.
Good, yeah.
God damn.
It's the opposite of what we were saying last week. Treat yourself. We're giving conflicting messages. Treat yourself.
You don't know. You might not even be here next week. Fuck you.
I mean, let's hope so. We're pretty far away.
No, 100%.
Over there.
I hope you still exist.
I hope everybody's fine. I hope this was just a dream and everything is fine. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. It's 2016. My son was just born, and President Hillary is giving us free childcare so that we don't go into tremendous debt from daycare. And everything is perfect. It's a perfect life. That's all I want. Is that too much to ask? A perfect life? I don't think so. All right, everybody. Well, you know what we say? We don't want to grow up, but we already did. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
God damn. Can I hit stop? There it is. There it is.